Hey Haley, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
You look good today.
Oh, thank you. Good morning, SHS. Today is Monday, November 13th.
It's also National Kindness Day, so when you see a friend in the hallway, make sure to give them a compliment.
I'm Haley Pye.
I'm Braxton Jenkins.
And you're watching My Morning Jacket.
Haley, I missed my senior portraits. What do I need to do?
Oh, make sure you're at the makeup day on November 28th starting at 8:30 a.m.
Last Friday, Starkville High School had their annual Veterans Day program. My Morning Jacket staffer Brian Ritchie has more. We would like to also thank all veterans for their service.
This past Friday, SHS hosted its annual Veterans Day ceremony. The ceremony began with the presentation of the flags of the 5 branches of the military, the city of Starkville, the state of Mississippi, and the United States of America. Following the presentation of the flags, guest speaker Chief Frank Nichols of the Starkville Police Department addressed faculty, students, and veterans. He was honored to be given this opportunity and challenged attendees to know your purpose.
It's a great honor to be able to come back to the school that I graduated from and be the guest speaker for Veterans Day. Some 30 years ago, I graduated from Starkville High School, and as I look back, I would have never thought that I would be the one to come back and speak on behalf of the veterans back then. So it's just a great honor. I thank God, and it's a great honor to be able to motivate young people.
After the speech, each conflict since World War I was announced, and veterans and family of veterans were asked to stand for recognition. Veterans who work at SHS were also asked to come forward to receive a certificate of appreciation. Following the recognition, the band performed the official song of all 5 branches of the military. Junior Caitlin Ferguson enjoyed the performance.
I think they served our country very well, so I think we should pay respect to them as they've given up their lives.
After the band performance was the most somber moment of the ceremony, the Prisoners of War Missing in Action Remembrance. A Prisoners of War Missing in Action flag was placed on a table set to remember our missing heroes. Following the remembrance, the choir sang the piece, Who Are the Brave, to honor the veterans. Senior Reese Stone was honored to perform at the ceremony.
It means so much. I mean, as for me, my grandpa, he fought in the Vietnam War, so just like seeing all these veterans, they sacrificed so much, and the fact that I got to be part of the choir and sing something to dedicate them was just a great feeling.
Once the ceremony was over, the veterans were offered refreshments in the library. Colonel Webb believes that the ceremony is not only beneficial to her JROTC students, but also the student body as a whole.
To me, it's a way to again recognize our veterans, and it's a way to teach the younger kids how to pay respect to those that are sacrificing so much for the freedoms that we enjoy. You know, a lot of times students take things for granted, and this is a way to humble them and get them to remember we have the freedoms we have because of the sacrifices of so many others.
This is Brian Ritchie from My Morning Jacket reporting from the SHS gym.
The Leo Club will meet in the theater every Friday at 8 a.m.
The Leo Club is community service hours, right?
Right.
May need to go see that. MSU is holding their annual ACT workshop on Saturday the 18th from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The cost is $75.
Yeah, I've heard that's a good workshop. I should probably sign up for that.
I went to it.
National Technical Honor Society will be selling Jubilations cheesecakes. If you are an NTHS member, stop by Miss Borganelli's room today to get an order sheet.
I may need to go pick up a couple order sheets.
Oh yeah, I like cheesecake.
Millsaps Career and Technology Center is part of a cutting-edge national program to promote careers among high school students. My Morning Jacket staffer Clay Roberts visited Ms. Jack's agriculture class to learn about their welding program.
The Agricultural and Natural Resources class is a survey course. One of their key units is welding. Those who attend the class must do projects.
My project was a welding project, so I chose to weld my nickname out of horseshoes because she told me how to weld last year. What I have to do, I have to cut the horseshoes and then actually weld them together.
As a big part of the class's curriculum, students are taught how to use personal protective equipment. Students use equipment like their new iron worker that can do cut metal, along with being able to bend and punch holes in metal.
Trailers, you can make swings, you can make gates, you can make there's limitless. There's a number of things that you can make. And I have a student who is enrolled in that program right now. That she took this class last year, and now she's going to make a lot of money being a welder when she graduates there. So there's a lot of opportunities at EMCC and in Millsaps Career and Technology Center for finding career opportunities.
This is Clay Roberts with My Morning Jacket News, reporting from the Horticulture Department in the Millsaps Career Center in the Jacket Nation.
And now to Calvin Ritchie with sports.
Does anybody want to be the next Katniss Everdeen? Tryouts for the archery team will be held December 4th and 7th at 4 to 6 p.m. at the Henderson Gym. Each person wishing to try out for the team will need to have a completed forms packet with them on the date of the tryout. If you have any additional questions, please see Coach Fisher or Coach Locke. Soccer plays tomorrow at Oxford, girls at 5 and boys at 7. Alyssa Pruitt and I have recaps on last week's first women and men's soccer games.
Last Thursday, the Jackets boys soccer team took on the New Hope Trojans and defeated them 2-0.
We got a lot of things we need to work on. I thought that we forced the ball too much on offense. We didn't play our game at times, but again, I think we had more talent, better skill than that team, and so we were able to put a couple goals in despite trying to force the ball too much at times.
We moved the ball well around, and especially that we lost so many seniors. I was thinking that it was going to be harder for us, but our team chemistry was really good this game. We got to work on finishing and move the ball better. We played a lot of long balls over the top, which isn't what we're supposed to do. That's not our game, but we got to work on finishing and more offensively.
Senior Lucas Elder commented on the strengths in the match.
I think our biggest strength is the intensity. We had a lot of guys running hard, playing fast, and I think that was pretty good.
The Jackets' next match will be against Oxford in Oxford, November 14th.
This is Calvin Ritchie with My Morning Jacket reporting from Yellow Jacket Stadium.
The Jacket soccer team competed against the New Hope Trojans last Thursday night. 7th grader Meg Rogers scored 1 out of the 6 goals. Sophomore Angela Ross also scored a goal. Emily Cartwright explains how she feels about the season so far.
Well, I feel like we really have made some progress since we started practicing. Me and my best friend, we stay out there grinding, and I think we're going to have a good season.
Senior Anne-Marie Ross scored a total of 4 goals for the Lady Jackets. The Lady Jackets won with a score of 6-0.
So Alyssa Pruitt reporting from My Morning Jacket News from the SHS football.
The boys and girls golf teams will be holding their tryouts tomorrow and Wednesday at 4 p.m. at the Starkville Country Club. Bring your own equipment. Basketball plays tomorrow at Columbus. B team at 5, girls at 6, and boys at 7:30. Congratulations to the football team on their victory against the South Haven Chargers. My Morning Jacket's Lorbeth Taylor has more.
The Starkville High School football team competed against the South Haven Chargers in the first round of the MHSAA 6A playoffs. Head football coach Chris Jones shared his thoughts on the outcome of the game.
It wasn't a pretty win, but we'll take it. I feel like defense did a great job, but at the end of the day, defense won the championship, so my hat goes off to the defense. But we'll get better as a team. Honestly, our mission is to be, state champs at the end of the year, but we got to do it one game at a time, So this week is over with. Next week we want to try to be 1-0. We want to be 1-0 every week, So hopefully we'll get better and have a better showing next week.
Garen Boniel made 2 out of the 3 attempted field goals to win the game 6-0. Athletic Director Milton Smith gave his projection for this week's round 2 of the playoffs.
A pretty win, but a win's a win. We play at home next week, which is always good. Our coaches do a good job. We're going to clean up some mistakes, and we're going to be fine.
Senior Cameron Hines shared his thoughts on what the team needs to improve on in order to advance in the playoffs.
Communication is the main thing. Being on one accord, doing our job, alignment, assignment, technique is what we stress, and we're going to work on that more than anything.
The Jackets will take on the Horn Lake Eagles this Friday at home for round 2 of the playoffs.
This is LB Taylor reporting from Yellow Jacket Stadium with My Morning Jacket.
And now back to the booth with Haley and Braxton. Haley, you do look good today.
Catch us next time and have a great day in the Jacket Nation.